Hello, viewers, welcome. And let's see how best we can provide answer to this question under mensuration 1. So our task is to find the perimeter of this as a compound, then the area of the compound. If you are new to the channel, consider to subscribe. So the diagram below represents a rectangular compound of length 20 meter and breadth 18 meter with a semicircular portion being cut off. So we have to find the perimeter of the compound. So we know perimeter is just the distance around a certain field. So this is a compound because it's made up of two of the rectilinear shapes. Now, if we are moving along, we are going to move a length of 20, 18, another 20, then somebody will say another 18. But don't forget, we are not going to walk straight away. There is an empty space. It could be filled of water. So it means we are going to walk on this curve along to this place. You know that if we are having a thread on this way, you know this thread is having a length of this. So we can say this is going to be the distance we need to complete this statement or this field. But if you look at the thread, if the thread is to even pass through the semicircle, you see that all of them could not even get to the destination. So you can see that this, as it is longer than the length we are having here. So we are not going to walk on this in order to get the 18. So we need to walk on this. This becomes an arc. Since it's not a complete circle, it becomes an arc. So we need to find the length of this arc plus this 2 meter plus this 2 meter plus the already dimension that we have worked on. So first thing first, let's find the length of this arc. And in order to find the length of this arc, if you complete this, we know this is going to be 18 minus 2 minus 2. So we are going to have here to be 14. So 14 plus 2 plus 2 give me 18. Since the rectangle, the length, the width, they are going to be the same. So the length is 20, 20. The width will be 18, 18. Now, this 14 becomes the diameter of the semicircle. Because this is a semicircle. This becomes diameter. So in order to find the radius, we divide the diameter by what? 2. So we know our diameter is going to be 14 meter. Then your radius is going to be diameter over 2. So 14 meter over 2 will give us what? 7 meter. So we have our radius. We know in finding the length of an arc, we need what? The radius. So we know that the circumference of a circle, give us what? 2 pi r. But this is not a circle, half of a circle. Therefore, the length of the arc, which is the complete circumference we are moving. Don't forget, we are looking at perimeter. So we are not taking into consideration the angle formed in the middle. We are not looking for the distance we are walking on that circumference. And the circumference is going to be 2 pi r. But this is a semicircle, so that becomes length of the arc become half of 2 pi r. This half is because it's a semicircle. 2 pi r because it's the circumference. So that will give us pi or r, meaning half of 2 is 1, and that will be there. So there, we need to substitute the values of pi, which we can take as 22 on 7 times the radius, which is now what? 7 meter. So if you multiply this, the 7 cancel give you 22 meter, meaning the length of the arc that we are going to work on will be 22 meters. So in this case, finding our perimeter of the whole compound. So the distance we work here, which is 20 meter, plus the distance here, 18 meter, plus this is the same as this. So we still have our 20 meter. We are now here going to be 2 meter plus the length of this arc, which is the circumference of a semicircle, and that becomes 22 meter. Then finally we go back to 2 meter to complete the journey. So from here 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we are now going to add our values. Adding 2 to this, make it 20. 20, 20, 20. That will be 60, 80. Then you have what? 84. So that gives us 84 meter. Then the next aspect is to find area of the compound, which this is a compound of a complete rectangle that the semicircle is taken out. So it is no more complete rectangle. So if it were to be complete rectangle, I only find the length times the breadth to get my area. But now we are going to find the area of the bigger compound, which is a rectangle. Then we take away the semicircle. So first of all, let's find the area of the semicircle. We know area of a circle is what? Pi r squared. But this is going to be semicircle, so half of that to be divided by 2. Half times 22 over 7 times 7 times 7 is the same thing. This is just a half we are using to multiply. I think this will cancel this, as in if you are dividing 7 by 7, it will cancel to give you 1. This will also go here, 11. Then 11 times 7 will give us 77. Since we are looking for area, we have meter squared. So the area of the semicircle is 77 meters squared. We need to find the area of the rectangle before we can do our subtraction. So area is the length times the breadth, where the length in this case will be 20 meter. The breadth will be what? 18 meter. So we know 20 is just 2 times 10. So 2 times 18 will be 36. Times 10 will be 360. So we have 360 meters square as the whole compound. Then we are now going to take away our semicircle. So area of compound is going to be the area of the rectangle, which is 360, minus the area of the semicircle, which is 77. So now this minus this will give us 283. The unit is what? Meter square. So the area of the compound will be known to be this. The perimeter will be known to be this. So this is one of the ways by which questions on the mensuration 1 could be answered, and a compound shape. I believe the concept is correct. Like, share, and comment. Bye.